see if I can do this. Can I have a second real quick?
No.
No?
All right, everybody. Welcome to this week's edition of the Kentucky Hot Brown Boys. I'm your host, Jerry Saylor. In the studio, as always, he's my right-hand man. He sits on my left side. He's Lover Slope and Dusty B.
What's up? Back this week. I'm coming.
I'm coming hard.
All over myself. What's up, guys?
Also in the studio with us, we have the man behind the sounds that you're hearing right now, Chubby Friendly.
How's it going?
Yeah.
There you go.
And a special guest tonight, we have Rich
Oh.
from around the campus. What's going on, Rich?
You know, same. Just come down here to Kentucky to hang out with you guys and see what's going on. They told me you Kentucky Hot Brown Boys were ribbed for their pleasure, so I figured I'd swing down and check
That's
it all
right.
out down here.
Yeah.
I've got lots of viewers I hope are tuned in and are watching and should be hanging out in the chat rooms. So
Nice.
Right
Good
on.
Good
Thanks
deal.
for watching.
yep.
Yeah, I know when I talked to you, I said we had a lot of viewers, a lot of listeners and stuff like that, which, don't get me wrong, we do, just not mainly during the live videos. So, just bear with us, folks. We will,
They gave me
we're
rules.
going to give you a good show.
Yeah, there's rules for the
we
show.
did kind of give him some rules to go by.
Look,
Yeah,
I
that's
have
new,
to
ain't
stay dressed for the show. What the heck, man?
If you notice, though, it's only for the men.
Well,
Only
here's
for
the
the-
best part. Even though I tell them, like, what I say when I do my show is that you only see me from this far up, so you don't know if we could all be sitting here not wearing pants.
Who's to
What I
say?
do when I'm working.
I would not mind that, honestly, because I lounge around my house all the time in just underwear.
I've seen his
I'm worried
nuts,
about
so-
the dog. No.
Hey man, we got peanut butter over there.
Oh, no.
Get into that.
Speaking of peanut butter,
Yeah.
in all seriousness, I've been watching a lot of videos of dogs licking peanut butter off spoons.
Yeah.
I think it's so funny to watch a dog do that.
Put it on their nose, man. It's even better.
I want to do it with Cool Whip, like whipped
Yeah.
cream. I did that with my dog this week, Dexter, the big pit bull. And
You bite down on the
it was
shit?
no, it was like, no, I didn't do that. I put it on a spoon, man.
You gotta specify, bro.
I put it on a spoon, and just to watch him do it was so funny. Like, I didn't take a video of it. I should have.
Put it on the roof of their mouth. It's even better.
You know, I think raccoons, if you give them peanut butter, they'll die because they can't get it out of their mouths. They like don't produce saliva or something like that.
I know. Let's ask the wilderness man.
No, well,
Wow.
I've never been in a raccoon's mouth, so I couldn't tell you.
That's true.
If it was, you
Really?
know,
You haven't had that kind of Friday night?
No.
Well, you're about to. Let's bring in the raccoon.
So I know last week we tried to get you guys a decent live show,
Jesus.
but we had some technical difficulties and things didn't really work out the way we wanted them to.
Yeah.
We got you an audio show, but this week we got you the whole shebang. We're ready to roll here. One thing I didn't check, and I'm glad I thought about this, the levels on the video monitor right there. For the, are they going into the red at all? Are they super loud?
They're not even moving.
What?
They're not even moving.
What?
Do we have audio?
See, check.
Ask people in the chat room, can they actually hear us?
Yeah,
So.
they're muted.
Let's see. That one. That's the one we want.
Yeah. Okay, we're good. And I just
Yeah.
lost my
And Dusty B just lost his mic.
mic. Watch yourself, people.
I got it. These are the kind of issues we have on a regular basis, people.
check. And nope.
Nope.
You got
There's
nothing
no
on
Dusty B.
Nothing.
That's weird. Try unplugging your mic. Oh, you know what? You know why?
Sorry, folks.
I'll say.
You used the wrong one, didn't you?
I did the wrong one, yeah.
Sorry. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, man, fucking, they don't want me doing this damn show, do they?
we're just gonna mute you out,
Yeah,
totally.
It's cool, man. Well, just take on,
Shit happens, man.
just rip up your computer.
Yeah. Hey, we cut back to the thing on the line. Did you cut back to the?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Just because you were fucking, I didn't want to be all awkward, like we're all like, "Grrr."
It happens.
So I try to do that when, you know.
Oh man, so I forget where I was going.
The computer was broke.
Yeah, the computer was
We
fucking
fixed it.
trashed. We fixed it the very next day. We had it up and going. Thank you, Dusty B, our resident IT guy. He got us back on the map here, and we're back in business.
Had to, man.
Yeah,
Had to get
Couldn't,
that live stuff back on.
we couldn't just not do a live show. As cool as it was last week, sitting with Chubbs and my good buddy Eli doing just a plain Jane old school
Yeah, retro.
no live, no video, no nothing. It was comforting. It was soothing.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people out there listened to last week's episode.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
It got pretty graphic.
Yeah.
Like, right off the jump. If you're
A
into
lot of peanut butter, right?
if you're into gay shit, Eli was the man to have on the show.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Oh my!
You want a little
Yeah.
little flashback?
Little flashback, man. We should have got some clips from last week's show to play.
Yeah, a little bit of Eli saying, "Go ahead, sit down, cunt."
Yeah, that was so good. So good. But this week, like I said, we're back in business here, along with our federal government. They
For 3 weeks.
For 3 weeks.
At least.
Trump reached a deal, and
Let's-
now they're open for 3 weeks. I don't even know what kind of deal it was. I don't pay attention to that kind of shit. I just know the
It
fucking
was a
government's
deal
open.
that where people were so pissed off. They're like, he's like, all right, I'll open the government for 3 weeks. But in 3 weeks, I'm getting my goddamn wall. Yeah, exactly.
Well, he'll do the executive order thing.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Now
Yeah, he said
here's
that
the
in his
here's the hint in case you think that the wall's not going to be built. The government. has
Yeah,
al-
get up on the mic.
Yeah,
Oh, get up on the mic. Okay.
There you go.
You
There you
told
go.
you,
We can
go
hear you
ahead.
now. I'm coming.
Yeah.
The government is already signed contracts to be down there for the next year with the military, with the building crews.
Right.
So they wouldn't be down there or headed down there if there wasn't something going on.
Yeah.
You know, it's not.
Yeah.
We're going to stand here and look at this place where the wall is supposed to be for the next year and get paid for it. You know?
Mhm.
So I don't know why they're doing the 3-week thing, but you know.
I don't know.
Well, Daggum said, Dusty, your mic ain't working.
Hey, it is now, bro.
Well, daggum.
No shit. Wow.
No
shit.
shit. Wish I had that sound drop.
I know,
right?
I'll load it back up next week.
I miss Will Daggum.
I know. He's actually, when he saw that I was looking for somebody to come on the show,
Yeah.
he took it upon himself. He started like calling around, like asking people.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And not him? He was like, oh, can I just come back?
That's the kind of guy that he
That
is.
is the kind of guy he is.
He's just a hell of a guy, man. Not him. Not him at all. But Rich, you tell us a little bit about what you do. You do Around the Cabin.
Around the Cabin, aroundthecabin.com, and all its subsidiaries. So if you type in Around the Cabin, you'll see stuff come up and go through. And what we do is we teach self-reliance. And
Prepping, essentially.
prepping, survival, all that enclosed.
Do we not like to call it prepping?
We choose self-reliance because that encompasses everything from homesteading to, guns to just everything. So the big umbrella word for us is self-reliance.
Yeah.
Do you think that that's that's something that's lost on today's world?
No, I think it's something that the TV shows have ruined as prepping. People still, prepping is nothing more preparing. So you're preparing for a bad day. You guys remember your mom used to make you come out and snap green beans before she canned them and do other stuff like that.
Every
so
day.
That was okay. So
that.
we were prepping for the time when we didn't have the green beans, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
went out and you did. Well, that's all prepping is, and people get a little crazy with
They
it.
think bomb shelters and
I've been
Bunch of
doing. I
dehydrated
was.
food.
Yeah.
I was raised this way all my life,
Mhm.
and I don't have a bomb shelter. I don't know where I'd put a bomb
Do- do
shelter.
you
Do
but
you have a go bag?
You got some trailers buried in your backyard or anything?
no,
No school buses,
no,
nothing like that?
No.
It's called a bug out bag.
Bug out.
Yeah.
My bad.
bug out.
My
Bug-
bad.
There's
Now-
different bags to go for different sizes. So you got your get home bag, your bug out bag, your I'm never coming home bag. To I got to bring it in a truck. So,
Right.
I mean,
Now, to steal a question from our good buddy Bruce Leonard, how long can you last eating cans of Spam?
well, I like
living-
spam, and people in Hawaii eat spam every day. So
There's nothing.
Did,
Yeah,
did
he
his
lost
mic cut
his
out
mic
again?
again.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks.
My mic cut out.
It's not you.
Maybe I should call in.
There we go.
All right.
Now I can hear. Okay, yeah. Let me.
How long can we eat spam?
No, this is more like a personally for you. How long can you eat the Spam, living in the truck trailer buried in your backyard before the madness sets in?
Am I by myself?
You got what? Your daughter with you?
Yeah,
That's it?
daughter.
Yeah. According to Bruce's stand-up bit, it's your daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's my daughter. She's the first one to go because, well, you keep her around till we run low on spam, and then you eat the excess. Live food never spoils, so, you
Yeah.
know. Yeah, until I gotta axe her off. But yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
Look out for number one.
My daughter's a pretty good sized girl too. Daddy raises big girls, so I got extra meat there. Yeah.
A guy named Big Dirtification.
Big dirtification. My
Yeah.
buddy Big Dirt. Yeah, give a shout out to Big Dirt.
He
Yeah.
says Rich has too many bodies buried in his backyard, no room for a shelter.
That's the basement. No, yeah.
That's the crawl space, man.
That's right.
So self-reliance for you guys, you said it's like a umbrella type. It covers
Yeah.
so much more than just prepping,
Yeah,
so to
because
speak.
we do seed work. We have a page called Around the Garden's Gate where we actually trade seeds, and we have
Oh yeah,
we have
seeds.
you'll have to get with Big Dirt for those kind of seeds.
Big Dirt, hit me up, buddy.
He can hook you up. Yeah. So
I ain't kidding.
There you go, Dirt. There's a place to get rid of them hermaphrodite seeds. You can send them.
I'm good. I don't want those.
So but I mean it encompasses everything. So we have cooking shows that we teach. We have sewing shows. We have news stuff we do. We really want to encompass everything for everybody's life
How to
under
skin a deer?
self-reliance. How to skin a deer? We do that. We just did 2 weeks ago. We did skinning a goat.
Oh, skin a goat, really?
Live
Wow.
on the air. Skinned out the
Is it
goat.
just like skinning a deer?
Now that's some shit we need to do.
Yeah.
We need
What, skin a goat?
maybe not skin a goat, just full on human sacrifice or something.
Okay.
I think that'd get the.
All right.
I will come down and dance naked around the fire. Yeah, I'm in on that one right there.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Everybody bitches about the weather,
Yeah.
but nobody's willing to sacrifice a virgin to do anything about it.
I
Bring
saw
on,
that
let's
this
go.
week.
Let's go.
He can do a flip with
That's
that, man. I like that, by the way.
That is a pretty sweet blade.
This is here. Yeah, I don't think you got.
Yeah, I never got to see it.
That was that one is made.
Oops.
That went well, though.
Yeah, good.
There you go.
Oh, that is tight, man. I like that. What's his blood stain on there?
Well,
no
no comment.
Should I say who is that?
Yeah, no comment.
He already did his daughter.
That's
with the blade.
watch it now. I got 4. You're gonna narrow it down, or I'll go to jail. No. This is done for us by Raven's Den Blade Works out of Elizabethtown, Kentucky.
Okay.
And this is a prototype with a scout carry, which means it goes sideways across your back. And he does a lot of blades for around the cabin.
Now you put
I like the
you put
hatchet
your
style
belt
type
through
of
that.
hatchet thing.
Yeah,
It goes like in your
your-
lower back.
Your belt goes through here.
Oh,
and
okay.
It draws
Like
out
a
right
cleaver
here.
style, right?
Yeah.
Is what they call it.
Yeah, scout carry. Scout carry.
What they call the blade, kind of like a cleaver, because
Yeah.
it's basically
Yeah, and
You definitely
like that.
chop some shit with it.
yeah, we take it and go back on the blade back here, so you get a good with the fingers. That's why it's made. So, like I said, this is a prototype. It's a little rough, but
I don't think it's rough. I think it's nice.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
cut the shit out of something with that.
that's what we do. Test
Yeah.
them out, beat them up, smack them around.
Now, who did the leather work on that?
He's got a lady down there that does leather work. I don't know her name. I'm sorry. That's bad of me. I've got so much.
It's really nice.
So, yeah, she's got some Nordic emblems on there. I don't know if you guys can see those, but she's got some Nordic emblems on there.
Okay.
She did up on it. For
Does she
us.
do like holsters for guns and stuff?
She does all kinds of stuff down there, and there's some kind of flea market down that way that she sells her stuff at.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so somewhere down near Elizabeth.
Gotta love the old dirt malls.
Dude, I
man.
love.
Hey, yeah,
I
man.
love that kind of stuff. Though.
Love 'em. So, how do you feel about shows like Doomsday Preppers and shit like that? Is it kind of frowned upon?
I
Or is
frown upon them because it's all drama,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's there are things behind the scenes. And I told you guys I do work for behind the scenes with National Geographic, Discovery Channel, History Channel, and I've got friends that are doing that now. That are doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And there's things we can talk about, things we can't talk about. I can talk about some of the things that they talk to me about, not what I talk about. So, like if Naked and Afraid,
Right.
they'll go in and remove food to make it rougher on these people.
Now, when you say remove food, do you mean
No.
like?
You know, they had one where they said, "Oh, the storm came through and knocked down trees, and they did this and here." They brought a bulldozer in and knocked over the banana trees and took all the bananas.
That's what I was thinking. Like stuff
Yeah.
that's already grown wild.
Yeah,
basically.
they'll come in and actually cut stuff up, pull plants out.
Yeah, I bet
and,
that pisses a lot of people off.
who's gonna know?
Well, not just anybody, just I guess indigenous people of that area, I would say.
Well, the problem is these people think these shows are shot in indigenous areas or out in the middle of nowhere. They're actually shot within, a mile of a resort.
Or
something like that.
Of a Walmart.
Yeah. Well, you can go 100 miles this way and 20 miles that way, and out to sea over here, but you can't go 60 yards this way because that's where the buildings are.
Right.
And in the middle of shooting shows, you might have the tourist walk through, and you have to stop them and go and do whatever. And why are these people naked? I know, taking pictures and stuff.
Right.
Man, it's awfully cold out.
Well, you guys see these things. You've always wondered, did he really sleep out there on the side of the cliff? No. No, that guy didn't sleep on the side of the cliff. He climbed back up to 10 feet that you saw from the top, and he went and slept in the Winnebago.
Yeah.
He's not going to stand out there. They got too much money involved in that stuff. Did he really just rappel down there by the vines? Well, you've seen the videos. He's actually got a black rope on him, and they've caught that on video. Lowering like Bear Grylls down with a and it's other things, but you have to think about when they go out and do these shows, there's cameramen, soundmen, other the producer, they're all standing there.
What killed me was when Bear Grylls took President Obama out, and I'm like, that's fake as fuck, because they're not gonna put that dude in any kind of danger.
Yeah, there's
like they can't walk his ass to the park without it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, but I mean the same thing with any of the other people he took out there. There's contracts that need to be signed and extra people there in case something happens. And you got to be able to get somebody to the hospital like that if something goes wrong. So
I was really surprised that they had President Obama when he was president on that show, just period. I'm like, how many friggin' Secret Service people they got hanging out there in the woods dressed in camo? You know what I mean?
There probably was.
Yeah.
There probably was. Or right behind the camera guy.
Probably like full, man.
So. I mean, trust me, there was nobody within a mile of that place.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And it wasn't on the payroll. So, but
I was surprised.
And there was a lot of people behind the camera. So it's those kind of things. It makes good drama, but it doesn't teach really well.
Right.
So that's the problem. That's we were talking about that earlier. You really want to learn stuff, and you mentioned Survivor Man. Okay, so Les is really great. His people stay about a mile away from him.
Les is awesome.
But there has been times where Les said, I'm out of here. Les spent 9 hours? It was either 9 or 19. I can't remember off the top of my head now. Trying to get, I think it was 9 hours. 9 hours. Trying to get a bow drill fire, which is where they get down and do the spindle and that. Okay, so a piece of shoestring and. Okay, so couldn't get one to start.
It's too damp or whatever?
Too damp, too much humidity, the wood was too wet, whatever, and it happens.
Yeah.
It happens. Michael Hawk, great guy, wonderful dude. They had a show where they threw booze on the fire to start the fire. The problem is booze is so watered down, as most booze. Most
is
booze
this booze right here?
most booze is watered down, so when you throw it on there, it actually puts out the fire instead of getting it going. So that stuff there I brought. Any of my people that are with me know I carry a jar with me, so I brought them down a little smidgen for a taste down here.
Big Dirt Vacation says Obama is from Kenya. He'd have no problem surviving.
Good one.
But that's part of the stuff, and then we teach wild edibles and other things too. So
edibles.
Edibles?
Yeah, what kind of edibles you do? Rich?
I'll take a teddy bear leg, man. We teach that stuff also, and it kind of encompasses everything. We've had people come on and do shows about living in trailers, living in tiny homes.
I like the tiny home. I like the tiny home thing. I think that's
if you got a good-looking wife, it's good for a tiny home.
Yeah, right.
If you got a big, heavy woman, it doesn't work too well because you can't get past her.
Yeah. Can't run away in a fight.
Yeah. I watched there's a YouTube channel where they make like vehicles, just like recreational vehicles. But they basically turn like a Sprinter van into like a place they live in, and they just travel around the country. I always thought that was just kind of cool.
I always like when they do just like the big conversion vans.
Yeah.
Like those are really cool.
Dude,
some of them turn out pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Just give me a Winnebago so I can get out of the way, and I'm just gone. I'm lazy about it. I don't want to build anything, man. I just want to take the what's there.
But it's cool that you build it because you know it's yours and you put all that work into it. But then again, you're like, screw it. I just want to buy something and just go do it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Be done with it completely.
Yeah.
So one thing I've always been fascinated with, and I know it's completely, well, I don't want to say, I don't want to never say never here, but the zombie apocalypse, man. How often does that come up in your network?
Every show.
Somebody always brings it
well,
up?
not in the show with us, but if we go on the road,
Yeah.
there's always like a zombie apocalypse car or, people with the zombie apocalypse stuff on their thing, on their shirts and stuff.
Zombie
Yeah.
outbreak.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. So
What would, if you could pick three, let's go two, your top two weapons of choice in a quote unquote zombie apocalypse?
Good question.
What would you pick?
first, I think would be my kukri. Big knife, big turn kukri knife.
Okay.
I think I'd take a kukri just because of reach, and you can stab with it, you can hack with it. It looks really cool. Take off an arm or a leg or something with it.
There you go.
Take a head off. The other thing I think would have to be something that doesn't have to be reloaded. So once again, either a big sword or something like that, because they never run out of bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You said
saying?
to worry about them breaking.
Yeah.
I think every weapon's got its downfall.
The
Gotta get cold steel.
gun jams, the stuff goes out. Now, of course, if we're talking zombie apocalypse and everything, make believe. I got a van with a minigun in the back. I'm a happy camper,
They've actually got something similar to that on one of the Walking Dead shows.
There you go.
It's like a SWAT van that's loaded down with like a bunch of like 3 or 4 miniguns or some shit.
That'd be
It's ridiculous.
How about a bulldozer?
Yeah.
If you didn't have to worry about the gas like on TV,
Yeah.
so you just push them out of the
We're
way.
going like 30 miles an hour.
No, you just push them out of the way, roll over them, keep going.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Something like that. Yeah. You take the head off, just squish them. And, those kind of things would go. But my question, and this has been pointed out by many people to me during the
Okay.
shows, who's cutting the grass?
Yeah, that's a good
asked
question.
that, yeah.
Goats and cows, I'm assuming. Maybe some horses, I don't know. Whatever
Middle
eats
of town
grass.
and the grass is cut. Is there a zombie out there? With cutting the grass, riding around?
You never know. Somebody could have chained him up to that lawnmower, you know.
Forrest Gump kind of dude out there riding around, cutting the grass at places.
You never know.
That's what I wondered. Who's cutting the grass?
That has been brought up.
There's no garbage in the streets either.
Yeah, it's all clean and picked up. You think it'd be overrun completely with trash and plants and
Body parts, right? As they walk along, stuff falls off.
Yeah.
They're zombies, right?
That's my point. Is like, man, after like 5 or 6 years, and these are all these zombies. You think they're all done to be broken apart by like 6
Yeah, they're
months?
dead, right?
Yeah.
Their flesh only lasts for so long.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Apparently,
one thing that always got me about the whole zombie apocalypse thing, and even like shows like Walking Dead and stuff like that, why don't they fucking go north where it's cold?
Yeah, because
The dead bodies, they don't
and they
produce
have
heat.
White Walkers.
They'd freeze. That's true. That's true.
White Walkers.
Big Dirtification says, what if the zombies had AK-47s? My argument with that is
Be awesome.
they would have to be smart enough to know how to use them.
Oh, here's the zombie part that most of my friends all hate, and Dirt will clue in on this.
Right.
Fast zombies.
Do they suck or are they awesome?
No, they suck.
Yeah.
Fast zombie. You know what a zombie's supposed to walk like, right? Yeah, fast zombie. Thinking zombies. Zombies with intelligence. When did this come into the game?
No. I'm old school. I'm a George Romero zombie fan.
You're not 28 days later.
No,
kinda guy, right?
fuck
Yeah.
that. That's 28 days later is more of a rabies type disease.
Yeah,
Right.
it's still like
The
a zombie
rage.
type thing, though.
I got an old girlfriend like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. 28 days later, he goes.
But yeah, I'm old school when it comes to zombies. I mean, you give me a slow walking zombie, I'm good to go. all day.
Horde.
Yeah. You give me them fast running son of a bitches. Fuck that.
Thinking ones that
See-
can think and go down the water and come across, and it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, what? No.
Yeah, the what was that? Land of the Dead. Yeah,
Yeah,
that,
something
that,
like
that was a George Romero flick.
Yeah.
Which, in his defense, he's the godfather of zombies, but it's not exactly how he wanted to do it. If it was the way he wanted to do it, it wouldn't have fucking went like that.
Well, The Walking
Still a
Dead
decent
was
flick, though.
like sonar. Depending on the amount of sound that happened, all the zombies
Well,
that
by
are
smell,
within the
Yeah, they go by smell because they cover themselves in the
cover
blood and they
themselves
guts to hide the smell. Yeah, but they also go off sound too.
But
Can
I'm
you smell
talking
it?
about the comic books.
Couldn't they smell
Yeah.
the zombies?
Yeah, because that's the way it was sound like.
You would think you'd be able to smell a rotting
Yeah,
corpse from
yeah,
like
I
a
mean,
mile away.
Hey, something's there.
But like that's the like idea of them walking through like water and stuff. If they're just heading in the track of the sound,
Right.
that the most recent sound that they heard, though, they'd walk. If there was a body of water, they would just keep walking straight through the body of water.
Right.
But I guess current and everything would take them down.
Yeah, because they're not very strong.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, they're losing muscle mass.
Yeah.
They're losing muscle mass over here, people.
Yeah.
Black Hawk helicopters.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I don't even know where we can parlay into the next segment with that one. We can still talk about zombies. I don't give a shit.
I want to know how Rich came into this lifestyle.
Well, you said
Like you said that you
right?
grew
Oh, you
up
grew
in
up in
it,
it,
but
All right, so my father was in the Air Force in Canada, and he's American. We had a joint venture up in Newfoundland, Canada, and that's where I was born at. And then I'm
I heard they
actually,
have a lot of joint ventures up there right now.
yeah, there you go, and they're all legal.
Yeah.
But after the first day, they ran out. But other than that, we're good. Yeah. So he was up there. I was born up there, and being Newfoundland's the island, you had to order stuff in and have it delivered. So if the whole house and everything we had was brought in by Sears, and everything from the Christmas tree to the dishes was brought in for the house. Mom lived off base. And then the other things were like she would go and buy groceries. Well, you never knew what was coming to the island, so one month you would have a whole bunch of peas show up in the shipment.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't get extra peas, you might only get corn the following month. You might not have any peas. So Mom always put stuff back. And being that they were both sides of the family are from Kentucky, is they learned, we grew the food, put the food back, and did that, canned and butchered and did all that stuff.
and is that where you grew up?
Yeah, it just kind of kept going on. We had gardens out back, and we went and picked tomatoes and picked apples and stuff like that.
So you grew up on base in Canada?
No, I grew up here in Kentucky in Ludlow.
Okay.
So I'm a Ludlow boy, and traveled around, did stuff, run down to Rabbit Hash, and went swimming in the rivers and did all that kind of stuff. So I mostly stayed on the east side, but we got family on the mostly stayed on the west side of Kentucky. We have family on the east side too.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been coal country and the whole 9 yards.
So they brought those values from the base down to Ludlow.
Well, Ludlow, they already had this stuff because it was a small town back in the '60s and stuff like that. So it was, you were putting stuff up. You want green beans this winter? You better snap green beans. Get out here with me. We're going to can them and put them up.
Yeah.
And my family did that. So we would take old clothes and turn them into blankets.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have seen the patchwork blankets.
Oh, yeah.
So that's how I
man.
grew up. And we was po.
Mm-hmm.
We were so poor we couldn't afford the R. And it's the way we grew up and the way we did things.
Were your parents out of the Air Force by then?
Yeah, my dad. We'd moved back here, and
What kind of work were they in then?
yeah, my dad worked. My mom didn't do anything. She stayed. Was a homebody, and maybe she permed hair on the side for a little extra cash. But my dad started working for Cincinnati Electronics, and then he's one of the founding members of Zetron Corporation, which is up in Westchester.
Zoltan.
And
Yeah, Zoltan.
Yeah, and then it's bought out by Westinghouse and other stuff. And,
Okay.
So they probably made a decent bit of money there? Or
They're
no?
retired in Florida in one of them perpetual living places.
Fuck
That, yeah. See,
Pays off.
yeah,
It pays off to live in your means.
that's it. So
Yeah.
I would just like to point out real quick the amount that is missing from that bottle.
Yeah.
After we passed
I'm in
it
it.
to
I'm in it.
shit.
I'm taking over the show.
It's bound to happen now.
but it's there you go. It's the things that the values that we learned that we grew up on.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys are old enough to know that stuff, that we're not entitled wearing man buns and other stuff.
No, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
it's these things. I mean, the kids nowadays will never know the sound of a belt being ripped through a pair of blue jeans. You know what I mean? Before you get played into
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Mhm.
So I mean, that's things are missing. But I won't say I had a bad childhood.
That sound
But
gets me all randy.
my
just
first
kidding.
bicycle came from the junkyard. We took 2 or 3 bicycles and put them together to make my first bicycle.
Yeah.
So that kind of stuff that we did, and then from there I just continued on. And when I got with my wife, she was like, "Why do you have all this food in the house?" And I'm like, "Why do you not?" I mean, that's how everybody
Yeah.
grew up. We
Yeah.
had shelves in the basement with pickles and other stuff on there, and she's like, why do you have all this stuff? You know, why do you have
Dude, jarred canned vegetables are shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So she came down from Syracuse, New York. So, as my dad said, "You got a northern girl?" And I'm like, and she's a redhead. So yeah. But that's
redheads are always fun.
That's it. So, we've got 4 daughters, and my wife, and now my mother-in-law. We're living with my mother-in-law, and most of the girls are gone. I got a 20-year-old who's left.
I'm sorry, man.
She's getting ready to slide out of the house. So I'm going to be an empty nester here soon, I hope.
There you go.
I hope. That's what you're looking forward to, huh?
Yeah. Go.
Yeah.
Fly.
And is it off to
Free,
Florida?
Get out of
or?
here. I don't have to feed you anymore. I don't have to do anything. Yeah.
You gonna be Florida man?
No, not going to Florida. I passed up. They had a house down there. I actually passed up on it last Christmas.
I wouldn't go to Florida.
Yeah,
either.
too hot.
Yeah.
Too hot. And it's only about this high above sea level.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got friends that were down there, and they moved up to Georgia. And I'm like, well, if you're not going to stay down there, you know,
Georgia's just as hot though, like Atlanta.
Yeah, humid.
It's like a taint.
Yeah, a taint sweat.
Yeah.
I'm good because we get that whole influx of all the seasons and the weathers and watch the trees change and everything else. And yeah, I got a good heater, you know,
Yeah.
and a good air conditioner. I'm a happy camper.
Yeah, there you go. That's all you need right there.
So.
Well, Dagum said, I need to hang out with this guy. And then Big Dirt said, be careful what you wish for.
That's right.
I hang out with Rich and it gets scary from time to time.
Will Daggum would like to hang out. Will Daggum's a good old country boy.
He is,
Yeah,
man.
he's from Eastern Kentucky, I think
Yeah,
you said?
I believe so, yeah. Down home.
Is he from Gary County down there?
I think I've heard you mention Gary County, yeah.
He's from.
Could be.
Is he like me and you hear dueling banjos and go, hey, I know those guys, pull over.
He's the only
Start
guy I
squealing
know-
like a pig.
Only guy I know to get kicked out of Catholic school, right?
Was it, did he get
We
kicked out
got
of
kicked out
Catholic
of
school
some
or teaching?
Bible college.
Bible college,
He
yeah.
got kicked out of Bible college.
I went to Moeller my freshman year, and they asked me to go back to public school after that.
Oh, really?
So they were like, we don't want him. You know?
I'm friends with a bunch of degenerates, man. It's awesome.
Moeller was
Martin County.
That's it.
He said it was Martin County.
Martin
County.
Town.
Yeah.
There it is. Is it Bible college, Mildaggum? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Bible
Yeah.
college.
Bible college down there in somebody's basement. That's what.
With them rattlesnakes.
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff.
it. They have a snake. I've been in one of them before too. You know?
No, thank you.
That's it. I'm good in the back. Thank you.
So you brought your wife down from New York. Was-
Nope. She moved down to Tennessee, and then she moved up to Ohio, and I met her up here in Ohio.
Oh, okay.
So
What by that time were you already doing all this?
yeah, I've been doing this for 20-some years. Yeah, at least. But I learned when I was young, my grandmother would take us out, and not that one, stupid, smack, yeah, that one. So it's the whole family's been into that, hunting, fishing,
Yeah.
doing everything because we needed it just to eat. And like people say, and I don't know if my buddy Phil's in the room or not, but what's your favorite meat? So what's your favorite meat?
Me?
Yeah.
I love venison.
Okay, you
That's
love
what mine
venison.
is.
Venison's good, yeah.
Venison?
I'd
Okay.
say venison.
I'll pass up venison for groundhog.
I've
Wow.
heard groundhog is good.
I'll eat groundhog over anything. And people
Yeah.
go, "You really eat that?"
I like elk a lot.
I've never
It's pretty
had groundhog. I've had elk. I've had bison, squirrel. Squirrel's good. Rabbit's good.
good. Gator.
Squirrel's a little chewy.
Yeah.
Every time I try to get gator, nobody's got any.
It's so good.
Jungle Gyms.
Oh yeah,
I need
Jungle
to go.
Jim's got it all,
I need
man.
to go. I've only tried to get it at like restaurants and shit.
Yeah.
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 Jungle.
There's a couple places down south that have.
You said gator.
like-
They take them front legs off the gators and they make jumbo wings out of them.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh, those are
Yeah.
good.
That
There's
sounds
a place
good.
in Florida that has
Yeah.
them things,
Yeah,
man.
we got friends from all over the world that eat all kinds. Like have yourself a cuy, which is guinea pig.
Guinea pig.
Yeah.
Ooh, really? A guinea
yeah.
pig?
Yeah, it's a pig. It'll squeal, baby. Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's all and you think of potbelly pigs.
Yeah.
Those are
Or Ned Beatty. He squeals
pigs.
too.
Yeah.
Call back.
Can I get a Squirmy the gerbil, please? No. The in other countries, so potbelly pigs are their version of pigs. They eat the pork, they have that pig.
Yeah.
People are like, those are pets. I'm like, no,
No, that's food.
you know. I'm going to trip a giraffe if I can. I'm going to eat something. Not that guy you posted earlier about the horses and stuff.
Yeah, that guy had a huge fucking neck on him. Yeah, he was up there. Did you see that, Chubbs?
No, I didn't see it.
This guy, he got arrested for fucking a horse.
Oh, is it fucking a horse?
Yeah. He broke into somebody's stable and fucked this dude's horse.
They even got semen samples from him and the horse, and they matched.
Damn.
Yeah. And he denied it. He straight up denied it. He's like, that wasn't me.
Yeah.
Wasn't me.
Wilbur.
But the dude's neck...
Because it shoved it up the horse's ass and messed up.
As thick as that other dude's neck was, this dude's neck was that long.
Dude, that video of that guy talking, it's like, what the fuck did he just say?
Dude, I couldn't understand a word he said.
I couldn't understand a word he said either. You know the wide neck guy?
Yeah. Florida man, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't a Florida man, I think. Or no,
I think he was.
Yeah, he might have got arrested in Florida. Yeah.
Well, I think he got arrested in Georgia as well.
Yeah,
but I think he was originally in Florida.
But he had that really wide neck. And they had some kind of interview with him. And like dude, I could barely understand what he was saying. I think he was
he had to be fucked up.
Maybe he was saying goiter.
So hey, one thing I want to talk about. I'm going to switch up gears here a little bit. One big thing that's in the media right now that everybody. Good evening, Cheryl Nelson. She just tuned in. One thing that everybody's been talking about this last week, and we didn't get to talk about it last week. I don't even think it happened yet. Was this whole Covington Catholic controversy over the kids wearing the Made America Great hats in D.C. And
well, wait a minute. That kid, they used him as the front man for all this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But, the other kids, you can hear him screaming and yelling. That kid didn't do anything wrong. So
right.
why is he? I mean, he just stood there.
Yeah.
That's all he did.
And he smiled.
Because he had a face.
And so, but, everybody's after him.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wedge hug, man. They're just out. The media wants to get somebody. I watched all the videos of it, and however you want to look at it, if you do sit down and you watch all the videos, you can see he was literally just standing there, and the dude just walked up on him, just like he said it happened. The guy just walked up on him, and he just didn't move out of the way. If he'd have moved out of the way, the guy would have kept fucking going.
Yeah, but he would have found somebody else to stand in front of.
Probably.
And that person might have, see, that kid was saying, that kid was like, I wanted to prevent something else from happening. Right. I knew I could stand there. But the problem is that, one, in the original story, it was all about the kid and the Native American fella.
Yeah.
But the full story is that there were
Israelites.
the Black Israelites. Yeah.
Big Dirt calls him Chief Four Teeth.
Chief Four Teeth.
Yeah.
Well, he's a big liar.
Yeah, they found out he wasn't in Vietnam or something.
He was
like
not
that?
in Vietnam. He
wasn't even out of the country.
He wasn't out of the country. Actually, went AWOL a few times.
Yeah.
And disappeared and some other stuff. And he's had run-ins with other people up there numerous times before too. So, to go on and do what they're talking, I don't know, man. Where were the chaperones?
They were there.
That's what I'm. Why did the chaperone come down and say something to the guy?
I think what really tipped it off is like what Chubbs and I said was the Black Israelites were kind of like throwing a lot of, and that kind of got everything. I think that got a lot of stuff.
They weren't. They didn't even have them involved in the whole thing at the beginning.
Right.
At the beginning, and then also the video came out. And
throw them in there too. Why not? Yeah.
Well, I mean. They kind of sparked it at first because they were yelling. They were yelling at them all, calling them crackers.
There's a lot of really bad stuff.
Yeah, it really was.
And then
wow.
So the kids were feeling like this is bad.
Yeah.
And they had nothing to really say back, and they didn't want to confront them.
Right.
So they just went with chanting their school anthem and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The Native American guy shows up banging his drum. So contributing to their song, so to speak, So going with the flow, they start going, whoa, whoa. And plus the kid smirking was like, he was basically like, what the fuck are you going to do? Yeah. That's what people were watching when they saw the first video.
Yeah.
The kids all chanting with the MAGA hats. And the chanting like a Native American chant, and the guy's just banging his drum, and the kid's just like, what the fuck, man?
Now, if the kids didn't have the hats on, would this even be a story?
Well, yes, I think so. I think it definitely adds fuel to the fire, for sure. But the chanting and the kid smirking at him was, obviously what caught fire.
Yeah.
Well, did he now I've heard stuff also where the kids, they were actually up there for a rally,
anti-abortion
stuff.
Yeah.
And now they're saying the kids were yelling stuff about aborting, and I'm like, where does this come from? How does this get involved in this?
What's the story? Get the story right before you go reporting it, showing everybody video.
Dude, it's like Facebook. They don't get anything right. They just share. Right. Share. They don't even read half the articles.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Cool picture. Share it.
Yeah.
And it's got an article.
Bob Saget says your mom was on a witch hunt last night. Hopefully that's the real Bob Saget.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Does he still suck dick for coke?
I want to know if he did the twins.
He talked about it.
He probably did. Hopefully when they were legal, because that would just be a whole mess of worms right there. But yeah, I mean, this kid, he did nothing. He just stood there and smiled at the guy, smirked, if you want to call it that, and it's fucking national news, and it's like, I just don't get it. Like, this is why I hate fucking following politics and all that shit.
Do you understand, out of context?
Yeah, out of context, you could say anything.
Right.
You could say that guy was smiling at him because he wanted to suck his dick.
Yeah.
Take it out of context.
No. I'm saying that the original video out of context is a Native American guy banging his drum, a whole slew of kids doing the Native American chant, rubbing it in his face.
Yeah.
And then the figurehead at the front is smirking at him like, what the fuck are you going to do?
Yeah.
But that's not the full context. Full context is they were feeling threatened by the scene that they came upon.
Yeah.
So they started chanting their school song to build spirit among their own. And then Native American guy shows up and the video gets taken.
Yeah.
I'm on the behalf of the Cove Cath kids.
Yeah. And it's a shame really, because a lot of people that do take it out of context are going to see the kid and they're going to say, well, this guy's, he's our new poster child for racism or whatever.
Right.
And it's going to bring a lot of
what gets me mad is
different people.
It gets a mysterious package getting brought to the Diocese of Covington.
Yeah. That was a hoax anyway. That was nothing.
Well, just everybody's like,
fake news.
This face is so punchable. I want to punch this kid in the face, or I want to do harm to these kind of people. It's like, okay,
like,
so what makes you even better than what this kid's saying? You're smiling at this person. You want to actually harm this kid? Like, why? Does this offend you? Why does it offend you so bad? And your ancestors took land from these people too, so you know what I mean? It's
right.
Why are you so upset? Just because you want to be a warrior.
Bob Saget also said climate change is a hoax and Muslim cocksuckers.
Muslim cocksuckers.
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't spell it Muslim though. He's a Moslem. Moslem.
All right.
Hi, Bob Saget.
Bob Saget. But yeah, I mean, it's just the whole thing just got taken way out of context, like Chubb said, right from the get-go.
When you know the full story, it's like, this isn't even a story.
Yeah.
It's just
something happened.
These kids were sticking up for themselves, and a guy showed up with a drum. That's it. That's the whole story.
Nothing was violent.
Right. There's nothing.
At all.
Nothing happened.
Like, I heard the Native American guy cussing at the kids, telling them, "Oh, we were here before effing you and blah blah the other, all this other stuff." It's like, I don't really.
Were they saying go home to Europe or something like that?
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know, man.
What about the news today that
Laura McCubbin says, "Hi, Rich."
Hey, Rich. Yeah, Rich is being quiet over here.
No, I'm just watching the stuff go on.
What do you think about it?
Don't worry about what I'm doing, man. Don't worry, it's okay.
What's your take on this, Rich? Where do you stand on this?
I think that the kid's got a bum rap.
Yeah.
I think that the Indian guy has been proven to be a liar and a shit stirrer.
Native American. Sorry.
I'm not even going to give him that kind of compliment because I'm not really sure. We'd have to go back and check and see if he really is. He's lied about everything else so far.
That's true.
All right, and as far as the Black Israelite stuff go, well, dude, you can just look that up on YouTube. You're gonna see what happens when you walk past a group of them.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not down in anybody's religion. If that's what you want, that's what you need. That's great. But you don't need to shout insults at people walking by.
Right.
Yeah.
Simple as that. I believe that we've been visited by aliens, but you don't see me out there going woo, looking trying to get somebody.
That's a whole other show. Right
That's
there.
right. That's right. There you go. Or I could believe in sacrificing small woodland creatures around the fire. I mean, but it's whatever goes on and makes you happy. That's great, but don't take your crap out on everybody else. And surely go after a whole bunch of kids, man.
Yeah.
That's what we're supposed to be there to protect, right? You're supposed to protect the kids.
Yeah.
Right?
Someone's looking for heat. That's
Someone's
all
looking
it
for
is.
5 minutes of fame
Right,
on television.
just the heat.
Yeah.
They want to be on the news. They want to be on Good Morning America. They want to go viral.
So if we looked at them all and went, and then that was it, and we didn't bring them up anymore.
Yeah.
We would be living in a whole different America.
Right.
Remember them Covington Catholic kids? Don't want to talk about that.
Yeah. Fake news.
Chief whatever, but no.
14.
Yeah,
Not
Chief
gonna
14.
do it.
Yeah.
So I mean, whatever. I mean, it's just stand back and let it go, and people need to.
Oh, dude, it'll be old news by next week.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got the new thing, which is the Mueller investigation as a new guy behind bars.
I don't know. I thought you were going to say President Trump had like an extra piece of cake now. That was news for a week and a half.
He ordered 2 Big Macs instead of 1.
He had extra ice cream.
I think he does normally eat 2 Big Macs.
Yeah,
doesn't
he does.
Yeah.
He had extra ice cream. That was he had 2 scoops of ice cream. Everybody else had
I remember.
one.
Yeah.
Well, my question was,
Who the fuck
I
cares?
got 2 points. One, did anybody else ask for any other ice cream? No, I would have. Damn, Donald got 2. Hey, I don't really like cake that much. Can I get another scoop of ice cream?
Yeah.
While you're back there, get some whipped cream and some chocolate syrup. What the fuck are we doing?
And meet me behind the Oval Office. No, and the other thing would be, officially, like he lives there, so it's kind of like his house.
Yeah.
And if I invite you guys over to the house, or it's your house and we're hanging out here, if you want to eat 2 scoops of ice cream and give us all 1, pretty much screwed, right?
Yeah. My house, my rules, bitch.
That's it. I'll tell you what, you've all bitched about 2 scoops of ice cream. You ain't getting shit next time. Okay?
You can get the fuck out.
Yeah. You're getting Rocky Road, and you fucking like it.
My house, bitches. Mic drop.
That's exactly it, man. How you feeling over there, Chubbs?
I'm doing good,
You're
man.
looking
He looks a little red.
Looking a little red in the
How much you
face.
left there? Chubbs, you finished the bottle?
Not yet.
That's what, a half pint or a quarter pint or something like that?
Clean you out, bro.
Yeah.
I brought it down for you guys. I figured you'd all share it.
I will, just not before I do a show. Been there, done that, not going to happen again.
Oh shit! I did more than that before I drove down. No.
Jerry one night drank a little bottle of Jägermeister and like the whole bottle.
Yeah,
in 2 minutes and
went to sleep.
Yeah, I was out. I was done.
Well, I brought my tourniquet in case somebody wanted to shoot. Just kidding.
Hey, you're in the right area. That's
Yeah.
That shit's fucking like wildfire around here.
So what is your what's your favorite gun or what's your favorite caliber?
My favorite caliber for what?
Just in general every day.
This is the first.
Probably 22, right? 38?
38.
Yeah, 38. Yeah.
38. I do like a 357, but I'll tell you, there's a reason why I chose a 38 is because my wife carries a 38.
Yeah.
And this way we can share ammo, and her gun is almost identical to mine, and she can shoot both of them.
Can I see a 38
Sure,
cartridge?
you sure can. It's empty, and so it's a 5-shot.
What is this, a rigger?
No, that is a Taurus.
Oh, Taurus. Yeah, Taurus makes good.
So
guns.
I got a
It's
deal.
basically the frame of a Beretta, correct?
Yeah, I got a deal on 2 Tauruses, 2 holsters, 2 boxes of ammo for $600 from the dealer.
I would just like to point out we have touched every weapon he has brought here tonight.
We have.
He could very easily go commit a crime tonight. He would be.
I mean, in Kentucky,
Well, we
you
haven't
can
even,
sell
we
a
haven't
gun.
even
You
talked
can
about
probably
this
sell a
yet.
gun.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking zombie apocalypse earlier. We
That's
could
a
use
hell.
the mash.
That's a multi-tool right there.
That's right.
That's got some weight to it, which I like because if you're gonna cut something, it's gotta have some. It's gotta have weight. It's gotta be pretty heavy at the end.
Yeah. So no, a 38 is my everyday carry, and it fits in my pocket, stuff like that. So
yeah, 38's a good.
I do not like 9mm.
I like a 40.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I want something, 45, 357, something like that. This 38 is strictly stick it in your belly and pull the trigger.
Yeah.
That's what I carry it for.
22s are good for that.
Yeah. Big Dirt's got a 410 pistol.
Damn.
Oh, so you got a Judge?
Derringer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Big Dirt's big enough. He doesn't. It looks like a Derringer in his hand. I mean, it's a little tiny thing, but yeah. He's got a big 410. He's probably got 9,000 guns. You can't walk within 2 feet in his house and reach out and touch like 3 of them.
I used to want a Judge. The Judges are pretty cool. I like Judges.
I would like the Circuit Court, the revolver rifle.
Oh yeah.
I think I'd like one of those.
They didn't make too many of those, did they?
Yeah. Do what?
I don't think they made too many of those, did they?
I don't know. I'm an AK fan.
You're an AK guy?
I'm an AK
AR guy.
When you absolutely
positively
got to kill every motherfucker in the room, accept no substitutes.
That's right.
Yeah. Always want to say expect.
One great thing about the AK versus your AR.
You can put it through like anything.
Well, because the tolerance is so loose. But my major thing.
Ammo is super cheap.
Butt stroke.
Butt stroke.
Yeah, I can butt stroke you with an AK. You can't butt stroke me too well with an AR because they break plastic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I got a big chunk of wood, baby. Boom.
Hey man, I've seen a couple getting popular. Everybody put wooden butt stocks on ARs and things, and side charging too is getting popular too for ARs. Which I love a side charged AR. Those are freaking awesome looking.
I want one of them short. They don't sell them in Ohio. Those short 12 gauge.
Pistol. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's got like that duck head.
They make a legal Mossberg.
Yeah, but they
they
won't let them put it in Ohio.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
We can get marijuana, but we can't get a gun.
that Mossberg's popular.
Yeah.
I think they're still on back order.
Yeah. But you can't buy them in Ohio.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's whatever.
Mossberg makes a pretty good shotgun for the price.
For the price. Yeah. For the price. So.
I love guns.
Mossberg's always a good gun, man. Yeah, Dusty is our gun guy.
Yeah.
Oh man, I got a burp and can't.
Yeah.
Now, just a 37mm grenade launcher. That's
you got one of those.
You can hunt deer with it. Put it right in the middle of the herd. Go with that stuff. So, I got a few things I ain't supposed to have because of my past, but most of my people know about that. And, it's cool.
That's whatever.
Cool. Yeah, you get.
If you moved down to Kentucky, they wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah, that's right. They don't. We go down there and shoot down Elizabethtown and stuff like that.
Private sales in Kentucky, man. I've sold and bought so many.
Can you do that in Kentucky? Because we can do that in Ohio.
Yeah,
I can buy off you in Ohio, and we can buy ammo. We can buy guns and stuff. I didn't know Kentucky did that too.
Yeah, Kentucky does it.
Yeah. So.
You can open carry in Kentucky. No issues.
Same in Ohio.
Yeah. You might get some issues, but.
Yeah, it depends on the town where you're at.
Yeah.
People talk about knife. You guys got knife limits?
I think over 3 inches you can't.
Yeah. Ohio doesn't have a knife limit.
Yeah. I think it's a law, but I don't think it's really enforced that much.
It's just a knife, people.
Yeah, but I don't think it's enforced.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
Yeah. That's not a knife. This is a knife.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah. Get it.
So I mean, it's the I don't know. It's what works for you. And if you physically I have my partner, Kip, we call him foosball, because one of these days if you guys want to play foosball, bring money. And
not Dusty B. His wife kicks his shit out of him.
Last time.
Foos plays with one hand.
Baby.
He'll play against 2 people with one hand. Because he's got the beer in the other one.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he's got like 3 foosball tables.
Where's he from?
He's Cincinnati.
Oh, okay.
So he's
we need to go to Rheingeist and play foosball.
He's got a 22 that's set up like a 45.
Okay.
And he is just, cutting cigarettes.
Like is it set up like a 1911?
Yeah, like a 1911. And he's just cutting cigarettes. And Phil's in the room. I don't know if Phil's in the room. But he can cut cigarettes with his down there in Elizabethtown too.
Yeah.
And just his regular, he got a 357 he carries, but it's got one of them barrels.
Yeah.
And these, they shoot all day long. That's what they do. So.
Yeah.
I don't know what Bob Saget is talking about here. First he says, I agree. I don't know what he's agreeing with. And he says, Jews had it coming.
What the fuck?
And then he says, smartest people I ever seen. Hitler was saving the world.
The fuck's the matter with this guy?
You know, is this Bruce?
It could be.
You know, he's saying this, but the bad part is my buddy Big Dirt, his great grandfather was in the concentration camps.
Really?
Yeah, and he died there.
Ooh.
Dang.
Yeah. He got drunk and fell out of the guard tower.
I was all like, really? It was like a prison story all over again.
Dum-dum, yeah. True story. You can ask Dirt, yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. Fell out of the guard, got drunk, fell out of the guard tower, yeah. Sprechen Sie Deutsch. Yeah. Dirt, these guys are dying over here now.
Oh, man.
Oh.
That's, hey.
I think my next purchase of a weapon will probably be a 1911. I like Kimbers. My big purchase will probably be a Kimber or something.
I'm waiting to get part of my crew together to go back to Bob there, because actually Foos and Mike D, Mike D is my oldest show host. They're both Jewish, so I want to get them together, and then we're gonna go out.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do the two Jews walked into a bar together. Oh, it's gonna be true. I'm waiting for it. One of these days we're gonna get them all together. Two Jews walked into a bar together.
Are they wearing turtlenecks?
The naked blonde under one arm and a 3-foot salami under the other, and then oh yeah.
Shit.
Oh, there was something I wanted to bring up, and now I can't remember what the fuck it was. I got to laughing and forgot all fucking about it.
Yeah, do you do like solar and wind and like all that other stuff? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I really like wind, especially when my wife's with. No, sorry. But yeah, solar hookups, wind hookups, and even hydro.
Yeah,
if you have a good creek rolling behind the house. And these things are so easy. I mean, we can go to Harbor Freight and buy a light that you can hang over your shed door that runs off solar. Well, dude, all you gotta do is put the light in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, and you lighten up one room. So now they go so far as to make windows, so that the window itself is a solar panel.
Yeah.
Collects for the lights. So
well, it's like if the Tesla's got those rooftops now. The roof panels.
Yeah.
It collects all that.
And the thing is, with most places, you have to have them on a separate system. So you have to have one breaker box for your electric and one breaker box for. And people are like, well, I just want to go with all solar. Well, you're living in the county. You're gonna pay that tax.
Yeah.
And they don't understand that. People are like, one lady a couple years ago.
You can't just cut it off.
Yeah, and all I used was the sewer because I collected rainwater. Well, you pay for that. That's part of your water tax.
I think it's actually still. Is it still illegal to collect rainwater and use it? I think it is in Kentucky.
Depends on the state where you're at. Some states yes, some states no.
That's stupid in my opinion. If you want to collect rainwater and do whatever the fuck you want with it or drink it, I think if you're gonna drink it, I at least still try to sterilize it.
Yeah, you're getting charged to save money.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so taking care of your water, you guys mentioned it. I carry a Sawyer mini water filter. They're like $20, $25 at Walmart. Does like 10,000 gallons.
Damn.
Has it got like activated charcoal in it?
No, it's just a filter. It's a membrane filter. They actually invented these things for kidney dialysis machine. The problem is, it worked too good. Too good. It was taking out red blood cells and everything else. But I mean, if you guys are interested in doing stuff, that's Sawyer mini filter is the way to go. Nice. And it screws right to a bottle. So I can take this and screw this right. It comes with a collapsible bottle, but I can take this and screw this right on any 2-liter, any water bottle.
Filter out the Fago, see what you get.
Yeah,
I probably heard that.
Probably tastes like shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it.
Might remove all my sugar out of there. I need the sugar to keep moving.
Let me put that on this bottle of moonshine.
Yeah. I eat up the inside of that thing. Now you don't have like a life straw or anything?
No.
Have you ever used a life straw?
I have, but they're limited to how many gallons.
Yeah.
So I mean, 100,000 gallons is.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a pool, dude. You're not gonna have.
How much are those compared to like a life straw?
Well, this is $25.
So the life straw is probably like 30 something.
Yeah, but this is flushable, so I can actually clean it out and reuse it for another. And they actually have one that's a little bit bigger that's 1,000,000 gallons.
Okay.
So, and it's flushable.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a never ending. Now I use this, not this one, this is a newer one, but I've used these to drink out of the Ohio, straight up out of the Ohio with it. Drank out of the Mississippi.
You kind of got a little bit of a glow to you.
Yeah. You know, so I'm still walking and talking, don't have any diseases that I know of. And, you know, other things that way. So, I mean, it's...
Keep drinking this moonshine, though.
Yeah.
You'll get something.
You go for it. You go for it. Well, you know, we get the head
He's
off
hitting
of
it
that.
again. Look at it.
We
Look
get the
at
head
it.
off of that. You need
Man.
You need to get a close up on
for
that.
the rest of us.
But what do you think?
It's definitely harsh. I think it's sugar-based moonshine because I can feel it on the teeth. You know.
It's corn. It's straight up.
Oh,
corn,
it's
but
corn.
There's sugar in it.
Sugar, yeah.
Yeah, they need the sugar to.
Yeah, because I can feel it on my teeth.
But that's
Surprised you can feel anything.
Yeah.
But that's,
Yeah, no.
no
Probably
pee-
shooting, you probably wouldn't feel it.
no peeing on the floor tonight. But that's you know, people talk about it. You know, yeah, you can get drunk, but the alcohol content is, I don't know, you know, close to 200. But it's that's the highest you can go. So it's the medicinal fact of cleaning out wounds, sterilizing things,
yeah.
stuff
Antiseptic.
like that. So yeah. So you know, and plus, you know, something happens and we don't have the modern conveniences, and we got to operate.
Yeah.
Not only is it a disinfectant, but it'll get you there faster, so you won't feel it.
Yeah.
And help with the pain later on. So there's a whole slew of why we need alcohol versus, you know, well, I don't want to drink alcohol, but, you know, there's other plants you can get and plants you can...
I have a request from a viewer and says that everybody should take a shot.
I'm good for right now.
Do you have your
I got
first aid
shit to
kit
do.
on you? Do you have like a small first aid kit on you that you
Nope,
carry?
I carry a bandana.
For the viewers.
I carry a bandana, and
You wear a belt.
yeah, well, I have a belt, but I have a bandana because, let's face it, how close is the hospital from here?
Yeah, pretty close.
You know, I'm in the continental United States. Helps just, you know, moments away. So,
Yeah.
you know, to carry that first aid kit and do all this stuff. Now, do I have that stuff at the house? Do I have that stuff to do whatever? Yeah, but I didn't bring all that stuff with me because,
Yeah, I figured you. Yeah,
you know,
I don't know, maybe
there's
you brought a small one or
the
something.
everyday carry in the green bag, and the other stuff I brought is just to show you guys. But I
Yeah.
mean, you know, I don't carry the water purifier with me everywhere I go and stuff like that. I always got a bottle and something. So, I mean, Christ, if my car broke down, I could stop and fill this up at a gas station and,
Yeah.
you know, with water and keep going.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, I know the guys who, I mean, I've actually had people walk into the expos wearing this monstrous backpack. They weigh 400 pounds. They wear this, you know, 80-pound backpack, and they talk about, I'm going to bug out. And I'm like, you're going to have a stroke.
Yeah. You're gonna bug out that way.
Go ahead.
My bad.
Do me a favor. Run to the end of the parking lot. I want to see you have a stroke between here and there, you know. Or they come in with that, and, you know, they don't look at their footwear. And that's,
Oh yeah, their feet are just they're.
Well, when
wearing,
9/11
like,
happened-
steel-toe boots or something.
Yeah, when 9/11 happened, the women who ran out of the buildings, they weren't wearing heels. As soon as they get to their meetings and everything, they take their heels off, they put their gym shoes on, they're able to do stuff in the cities and other things. There's a lot of women who go to the cities who take gym shoes, you know, or some other footwear. And there were people who had to walk miles. And I'm like, if you don't have good footwear, you're not going very far.
It's also like urban prepping too. You're not
Yeah.
just prepping to be out in the wilderness. Urban prepping is also good,
well,
good to know.
I can do everything.
Yeah.
So you know, I'm just as comfortable in the woods as I am, you know, out with doing this. So if my car breaks down between here and the house or here and the major highway, because you know they got that crazy ass 2-stop road up the street that you almost die on, and then I got to cross the lake over here, and you know, out to get to this house, it was crazy, and I was like, oh God, I'm going to die out here in the middle of the boonies. But,
So you're saying you have tennis shoes to go with your heels?
Yep. Got my tennis shoes on, left my heels in the car. Here's another prototype
Oh wow, these are cool.
that we got there. A little knife I'll throw around for you guys to look at. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of it's just common sense stuff. You know, having stuff and doing common sense things. I mean, that's what it's all about. And people, you see the guy who goes, I don't know, anybody got shorts on? Who's the guy that wears the shorts? And
Not
runs
me.
down
I have
Not
sweatpants.
Yeah. I wear the shorts and the flip flops and a big winter jacket, and I go down to the store. But if the car breaks down,
you're screwed.
Oh my God, it's so cold out here, and I'm like, well, you had pants on, jackass.
I don't wear flip flops at all. You don't see me flip flops.
So I mean,
I'm guilty of wearing Crocs. That's about it.
Hey, I do Crocs.
That's around the house though. I'll never wear them out in public. Fuck that. I got a reputation to uphold.
Now careful, Joe.
Can't be seen. Can't be seen in public. Yeah, if you cut yourself, you might bleed to death.
He didn't bring his first aid kit, so you're fucked.
Yeah. That's all right. I got a lighter. We can cauterize it.
There you go.
We got a couple of comments here. Kilgore Trout.
Let's not bring up Bob Saget again.
Oh no, he's in here too.
Yeah, leave him alone.
I love Bob.
Kilgore Trout says cuck buck, bow buck.
Banana fan and fofo.
Then Bob Saget said this bearded man should be on here more often. He's a stable genius.
So this dude has actually watched our show a lot, and he's just now speaking up. That's awesome.
Then let's see, Kilgore Trout comes back and says agreed, a supreme gentleman in a sea of lib cucks. Is he calling us lib cucks?
I guess so.
Far from it. Yeah. And then Kilgore Trout again says everybody should take a shit. Bob Saget comes back with pee in Santa's mouth. I guess that's a play off your beard.
Yeah, that's off me. Yeah.
Kilgore Trout does the old okay sign there. Actually, that's like a. Didn't they say that's like a racist thing now? What did they say? It's like a Nazi thing or something. I don't know. Somebody was saying.
You fucking cuck. Why don't you know?
Does their finger and thumb touch? In that case, they're too small.
That's true. That's true.
There you go.
Bob Saget says you guys are going to be rich soon. Kilgore Trout says long live Kekistan. I have no fucking clue. Then he has looks like two dudes kissing. I don't know.
Thank you very much for calling.
And then Bob Saget ends it up with bring back slavery.
What the fuck?
This guy's
what
all
are we
over
doing, guys?
I like him.
I think we need
Oh man.
I don't know.
Stop doing heroin. Holy shit. Okay.
Hey Bob, you need to call more, man.
Dude, you sound just like him. It's great.
Oh, that's what I was going to bring up. You are awesome at doing fucking Cheech Marin impressions.
Oh,
absolutely. Are there any other impressions that you do?
I could switch you over to Kermit the Frog.
That's pretty good, man. Who else you got?
That's it.
Just Kermit and Cheech.
Yeah, that works. It's a good combination, man. Yeah. Can I hit that dude? Yeah, man, go ahead.
That's awesome.
Earlier when you were doing it, I was like, damn, he's really fucking good at that. Sounds dead on him.
I wanted to do like a quick commercial. You're watching the early the Kentucky Outlaw movies.
I'm sure he would. Bob Saget says hire me.
For what?
For what?
Yeah. we'll make you a slave if you like slavery so goddamn much.
Get under the table, Bob.
Oh shit!
That's awesome.
Hey, we are at the 1 hour mark here, people. I hate to wrap this up, but we got to keep episodes down to about an hour, so we're gonna cut the hell out of here. Rich, I want to thank you for coming in, man. Make sure everybody checks out aroundthecabin.com.
Yeah, push your stuff.
Just aroundthecabin.com. Put it in there. Around the Cabin. You'll find us on YouTube, Pinterest, Twitter, everywhere out there.
Pornhub.
Pornhub. Yeah. Around the Cabin. What goes on around your cabin goes on around our cabin.
What happens at the cabin stays at the cabin.
That's right. So I actually got I got a card here. The cabin is actually really placed.
Oh, is it?
You know where the Swordsville Lake used to be?
No.
Up in Cincinnati, Americana.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this is across the road. You guys can pass that around there. That's show it on the camera or whatever.
Oh, nice.
That is actually the that cabin was built in the 1790s by the Gregory family, and they were friends of George and Martha Washington. They bought the property up there in that part of Ohio, and it is Mad Anthony Wayne, when he built Fort Hamilton, liked Mrs. Gregory's cooking so much that they cut down the trees so he could ride his buggy out there, and that became Route 4.
Oh, wow. Nice.
And Tecumseh's brother, Mad Anthony Wayne, President Harrison, I believe it was, and other people have all been in that cabin. All sat down to dinner, and the Gregory's property was off limits for fighting. So literally, the American forces under Mad Anthony Wayne would be going one way, and Tecumseh would be going headed down to Cincinnati the other way, and they were not allowed to engage while they were on the Gregory's property.
Wow.
And Tecumseh told everybody, if you do any harm to them, I will kill you. And so none of the Indians all the way to the Mississippi were allowed to mess with the Gregorys.
Huh.
So they treated him very well, and he was very well educated, and they treated everybody equally.
Nice.
So, cool place,
That's
cool place.
awesome.
Oh,
They,
yeah?
they found a cabin because it was built inside of another house. They built a house around it. When they tore the house down, they found a cabin and donated it to the park district. So it's still there and kept by the Eagle Scouts who keep it up.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Huh. That's pretty interesting. A lot of history behind that there, Rogue. Yeah.
Wow.
Chubbs, where you at over there, man? You in
I'm looking up the
Land?
Facebook page right now.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Well, get ready here, man.
Yeah.
Pay attention real quick here. We're gonna wrap this up like a
Yeah.
Christmas present here. We got shit to do, people. Real quick, Bob Saget says, I like Coke.
There you
I'm
go.
a, I'm a Coke guy too. Really, I prefer that over Pepsi. So, but yeah, that is going to be our time. I'd like to thank our guest again, Rich from around the cabin,
Yeah,
for coming
thanks,
in. We appreciate it. We'll do some more talking here after the show. Make sure you like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that thumbs up button right now if you guys are watching. That'd be pretty sweet of you.
want all my followers to hit that. Want all my followers to check you guys out on YouTube and all that stuff, and go over and watch that, and check out the Facebook group and all that stuff. So you guys out there, follow Big Dirt and go over and check all that stuff out.
Cool. Will do.
Hey, and thanks everybody who chimed in. Kilgore Trout, Bob Saget, Big Dirt, especially.
Thanking Bob Saget.
I mean, might as well, man. Comment's a comment, bro. I don't give a shit what he says, man. But yeah, that's going to be our time this week, folks. Be sure to tune in next week. We should have, I forget who's coming in next week.
Oh, it's Brad's girl, ain't it?
No, she couldn't do, I think next week might be Rand Barnaclough.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were
Rumble Lips.
Yeah, we're going to have Rand Barnaclough on. I believe it's
Nice.
next week. And then,
Cool.
we got Brad Sabbath's girlfriend coming in. A
Is
couple
Brad
weeks.
coming with her?
I don't know.
He should, though.
Yeah, he totally should.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bob Saget says cocaine's my favorite drug. We got that. We got that.
We're with you.
I bet he's.
I think we know what you mean,
Yeah.
dude.
But all right, we are going to get the hell out of here. Thanks again, Rich. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We will see you guys next week. I'm your host, Jerry Saylor.
I'm Leffert Slope and Dusty B.
And tonight I'm Chubby Friendly.
And I'm Rich with Around the Cabin.
We are the fuck out.
Fuck you, Toby.
Fuck you, Toby.
Nice. Oh, I needed that.
And I'm Dave, and I'm not here no more.
Dave's not here, man. Oh, no, I'm Dave. I think the soundproofing worked pretty good. What do you think? Oh, Dave's so bored.
Beats the hell out of egg cartons.
That's what actually we're going to use. We're going to put egg
Bob
cartons.
Saget said Jerry is the hot one.
Who said that?
Bob
Oh,
Saget.
Do you know this guy?
No, I have no idea who this is.
Wow, he's not one of my people, I tell you that much.
Yeah, like, where did this dude come from?
Honestly, that's why I was looking up
You
your
know
page.